Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Very good afternoon. How are you all?
I am fine. Thank you, ma'am.
Very good. My dear students, I hope all of you are ready with your English Literature textbook part 2.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. The last class, we have started with a new lesson, that is lesson number 13. Lesson number
Good afternoon,
13.
ma'am.
Yes. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Isa, unmute your device and tell me the title of lesson number 13. What is the title?
The Travels of Ravina.
Yes, very good. You're right. The Travels of Ravina Auntie. Nazia. Okay, welcome. Nazia, unmute and tell me, what do you understand by the word travels? What is the meaning of travels? Travels means travels. What is the meaning of traveling? Travel.
Moving one place to another place.
Yes, as simple as that. You're right. Traveling means to move from one place to another place for any particular reason. We travel around for different reasons, right? We have discussed a lot about that in the last class. I hope you all remember. Yes? Yeah, some people travel for enjoyment, some travel for work-related reasons, some travel for personal reasons, that is, maybe for attending a ceremony, for meeting their loved ones, family members, and so on. There are different reasons for which people travel. Okay. In the first paragraph of the lesson, we have understood that this story is about a lady or a woman named Ravina. And she is the favorite aunt of two girls. Right? Two girls. Yes, Shri, what are the names of the two girls in the lesson?
Priya.
Yes, you're right. Okay. And do you remember why was Ravina auntie their favorite aunt? Unmute, unmute. Why was Ravina auntie their favorite aunt?
She had many interesting tales to tell.
Very good. Ravina aunt was the favorite aunt of both the girls because she had lots of interesting tales to tell them. Right? Okay, very good. Okay. Now, Joanna Joshi, where was Ravina aunt working? Ravina auntie working?
Yes, ma'am.
Where was Ravina auntie working?
In the music.
Read it from the book. If you're finding it difficult to say, read it from the book. Ravina auntie worked for a...
Ravina auntie worked for the...
Yes, Agamya, give the answer.
Magazine.
Magazine, yes. Ravina auntie worked for a...
That's it. I saying to come.
Okay, okay. Going to say. That is what I was going to say. Okay, no problem. Say it again, Joanna. Thank you, Agamya.
Magazine.
Magazine. Say the answer in a complete sentence again.
Ravina auntie
Worked
in
for a, not in. For a.
For a magazine.
Yes, very good. Ravina auntie worked for a magazine. Okay, good, Joanna. Thank you. Now, as Ravina auntie worked for a magazine, she had to do something a lot. A lot. What was that? As Ravina auntie worked for a magazine, She had to do something a lot. What was that? Ayan, unmute. What
Yes,
did she
ma'am.
have to do a lot?
Yes, ma'am.
See, Ravina auntie worked for a magazine. So as a part of her job, as a part of her work, Ravina auntie had to do something a lot. What was that? She had to do a lot of something, one particular activity. What was that? That is the most important word of this lesson or story. What was that?
I don't know.
Okay. Ray, unmute.
She traveled a lot.
Yes. As Ravina auntie was working for a magazine, she had to travel a lot. Understood, Ayan? Did you understand? What did she have to do a
Yes,
lot?
ma'am.
Say again. She had to travel a lot.
She had to travel a lot.
Yes. What is the meaning of a lot? A lot.
More.
What? A lot means
More.
more. Ah, yes, you're right. More. Yes, very good. Thank you, Ray. Good effort. Okay, Ayan. Now try to pay attention and remember the things that you're learning. Okay, Ayan?
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So fine, my dear students, let us continue with the story. I hope till here all of you are clear with what all you have understood, right? Yes. Okay. Anna Rose Thomas, I want you to start reading from the beginning.
Ravina auntie is coming this evening, said Mummy.
Okay.
Preeti and Priya jumped with joy.
Okay.
She was their favorite aunt. She had many interesting tales to tell.
Okay.
She worked for a magazine and traveled a lot. Ravina auntie reached at 5 o'clock.
Okay.
Hello, my favorite girls, she said. Come in, auntie, said Priya. We were waiting to hear your stories. Yes, I do have many stories to share, said Andy. Auntie.
It's not auntie. A-U-N-T. Aunt. Auntie.
Auntie.
Yes.
Where have you come from?
I want you to read this word one more time. The word that I have underlined. The word that I have underlined. Sorry? Where? Where? I have heard many students reading the word or pronouncing the word as were. It's not were. Where? Where? Yes, where? So read this last sentence one more time, Anna.
Auntie, where have you come from? Asked Preeti.
Okay, good. Thank you, Anna. Good effort.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. So finally, Ravina aunt or Ravina auntie reached at 5 o'clock in the evening. And as we all know, Ravina auntie was the favorite aunt of the two girls. The same way, the two girls were also loved a lot by Ravina auntie. So as soon as she reached their home, she said, "Hello, my favorite girl." She was also as eager to meet the two girls. "Come in, auntie." Priya welcomed Ravina auntie and said, "We were waiting eagerly to hear or listen to your stories. Hearing that, Ravina auntie replied, yes, my dear, I also have many stories to share with you or to tell you about. Then the other girl asked auntie, where have you come from now? Okay. They wanted to know, they were very eager to know from where auntie has come from, what all she has seen. They were very eager to hear all that. Angela, unmute your device and start reading.
Yes,
Continue.
ma'am.
Yeah.
I had gone to a
Hmm. Hmm.
DESERT.
Yes, continue. DESERT. Desert. Desert.
Desert.
Desert. Yes. DESERT.
Desert.
Desert. Hmm. Continue.
Desert.
Hmm.
Went.
There.
I went there with my friend.
Hmm.
There with my friend.
Okay.
He is a photo.
Hmm. Okay, it's a long word, so you may break it and read. Angela.
Photographer.
Photographer. Photographer.
Group.
Photographer. Hmm. Do you know who's a photographer?
Photographer.
Who is a photographer?
She rendered
Angela, do you know who is called a photographer?
cameraman.
Cameraman. Okay, fine. You are quite close to it. You must have seen in when we organize some events or parties and all celebrations, we call some people to take the videos or photographs, right? So such people who
Yes.
take photographs as a job, as a work to be done, are called photographers. Okay. Yes, continue.
Okay, ma'am. He
Hmm.
rendered
No.
to
WANT. Want. ED. Wanted.
wanted to click photographers.
No. Photographs. Photographs.
Photograph
Hmm.
of the photographs
Of the.
of the RISING
Hmm. Rising.
rising
Hmm.
rising and setting
Setting.
sun.
Hmm.
It was very hot
Hmm.
in the day and hot at night.
Hmm.
We had to travel
Mm.
on a camel.
Hmm.
Was
Mhm.
cars
As. Not was. As.
would get
As cars would get.
cars would get
STUCK. Stuck.
as cars would get
Stuck. 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 Stuck.
stuck in the
Hmm. Sand.
truck in the
SAND.
sand.
Sand. Okay,
Before
good.
that,
Okay, that's enough. That's enough, Angela. Good. Good. Please practice reading regularly. Okay, Angela? Some words you are finding it difficult to read. So such words you give more concentration to. Okay? Yeah. Good effort. Thank you.
okay.
When one of the girls asked Ravina auntie where she is coming from, she replied and said, I had gone to a desert. I want all of you to put your hands down. Put your hands down. There is no need to raise your hands. Okay. I had gone to a desert. Now, my dear students, let me tell you, the desert is the name of a place which has a lot of sand in it. Sand. Have you seen sand? Who all have been to a beach? Beach. Who all have been to a beach? Yes, I can see a beautiful smile on everybody's face. Yes, very good. You all like going to the beach and playing there, right? What do you play with at a beach? Let me ask. Yes, Antonio, unmute.
Yes, ma'am.
What do you play with at a beach? Everybody is so happy to hear the word. Yes, good, good. That means you all know what sort of a beach, what sort of a place a beach is. Yes, Antonio.
I play.
You played there. With what? Everybody goes to the beach to enjoy. What did you play with there? Come on, Antonio.
Play with others.
With what? Say.
Ma'am, I don't know.
I don't know. You don't remember what you played with there?
No.
Okay, Shri Parvati, unmute. Or is it that you don't know to speak about it? I think that is the problem, Antonio. Yes.
In the water.
You played in the water. What else did you play with? What else did you play with there? You played in the water. Okay, fine. What else did you play with there? Yes, Ryan, unmute. Okay, Shri, thank you. Sand, yes, yes. Yes, Ryan. Ryan, I cannot hear you. Speak, your device is not muted. Speak. Unmute Ryan and speak.
With soil and water. With soil and water.
Soil. Did you play with soil at the beach?
Yes, and water.
And is it soil or sand?
Sand.
Sand. Yes, you played with sand and water. Okay. With soil, you can play at your home also. Right? Yes, we get soil at our homes also, right? Outside in the garden, we get soil. But sand, we don't get everywhere. At the beach, we get a lot of sand. Okay, right. Thank you, Ryan. What all can you play with sand? Evelyn, unmute. Evelyn? Yes. Unmute. Unmute.
Take a bucket and put it sand.
Okay. Put sand in it.
Yes.
Then what is to be done?
And
Put the bucket upside down.
upside down.
Then what will we get? We will get sand which takes the shape of the bucket. Have you ever tried doing that?
Yes.
Then what can you make using that structure of sand? You can use that shape to build something. What is it? A place
Cupcake.
where kings and queens live.
Cupcake.
No, live. Kings and queens live. What is the name of that place? Where do kings and queens live?
Pass.
Sorry? No. Dia, unmute.
Palace.
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 Yes, Dia, what did you say? Can't hear. Your voice is breaking.
Palace.
Sand castle, not castle. Castle. C-A-S-T-L-E. Castle. Sand castle. You are absolutely right. Sand castle. Understood, Evelyn?
Yes.
Yes. By doing that way, you can prepare a sand castle. Then you can build lots of things according to your wishes, your ideas, your creativity. Yes, Isa wants to say something. Yes, my dear. Hmm?
Make fish.
Clay pit.
Make fish.
Sorry.
Fish.
Fist. Fish. Okay. Oh, fishing. You want to do fishing at the beach? Okay. Good. Yes. Spider-Man wants to say something. Yes, Spider-Man. Come on. What is it that you want to say?
I fishing in the water.
You tried fishing in the water?
Yes.
Did the fish catch you or you caught the fish? What happened actually?
I catch.
I caught. The past tense is caught.
I caught.
I caught the fish. Okay. So the fish must have got scared of the Spider-Man, right? All right, fine. So my dear students, I hope everybody has understood now. Sand. You all have understood, right? Sand. What is sand? You remember now? Yes? Okay. The same way, Ravina auntie also had been to a desert. A desert is a place that is full of sand. We get to see a lot of sand at the desert. And Ravina auntie had been to a desert with her friend. And Ravina auntie's friend worked as a photographer. As I have already explained to you, a photographer is a person who takes photographs as a profession, as a work. Okay. Then Ravina auntie's friend wanted to click photographs. To click photographs means to take photographs of the rising and setting sun. What photographs did Ravina auntie's friend want to take? Ravina auntie's friend wanted to take photographs of, never, unmute. Ravina auntie's friend wanted to take photographs of the
Desert.
No. See, I have underlined the important words of the rising and setting sun.
Rising and setting sun.
Yes, Ravina auntie wanted to click photographs of the rising and setting sun. My dear students, can you tell me what is the meaning of rising? What do you understand by rising? Rising. Ananta Padmanabhan, what is the meaning of rising?
Go up.
Yes, rising means to go up. What about setting? Rising is going up. What is setting?
Going down.
Going down, yes. Rising and setting are opposite words. Words that have the opposite meanings, right? Rising means to go up and setting means to come down. Okay. Now, where does the sun rise? Thank you, Anandapadmana. In which direction does the sun rise? Elvin, give me the answer in a complete sentence.
The sun,
In which?
sun rises on the hills up. About the hill.
In which direction? I want the name of the direction.
Hills.
No, my dear. The hill is in the name of a place. I want the name of the direction.
About.
Where does the sun rise?
The sun rises above the hills.
No, my dear. That is, you're talking about a place there. No. In which direction? Listen to the question. In which direction does the sun rise? Ayappadas. Elvin, the name of the direction I'm asking. Ayappadas. Yes, give the answer in a complete sentence. In which direction does the sun rise? So how will you answer in a complete sentence? The sun rises
in east.
In the east.
In the east.
Yes, very good. The sun rises in the east. Understood, Elvin? Very good, Ayappadas. Elvin, repeat the answer.
The sun,
Yeah. Oh, sorry, unmute.
the sun rises
Yeah.
in the east.
Yes, did you understand now? Yes, east is the name of a direction. Okay. The sun rises in the east. Okay. Manna, unmute. Where does the sun set? In which direction does the sun set?
In down.
In the
Down.
down. No. Sets means going down. Okay, I agree. But in which direction does the sun set? Rudraksh, unmute. In which direction does the sun set?
The sun sets in the west.
Fantastic. The sun sets in the west. He gave me, without instructing, he gave me the answer in a complete sentence. Very good. Keep it up. I want everybody to follow the same. Then only you will, yeah, welcome, my dear. Then only you will learn to frame your own sentences, okay? Get into the habit of speaking in complete sentences always. Okay, so today we have also learned that the sun rises in the east and it sets in the west. Okay, so Ravina auntie's friend who worked as a photographer wanted to click photographs or take photographs of the rising and setting sun. That is the reason with Ravina auntie, her friend traveled to the desert. Then Ravina auntie also explains the weather at the desert. It was very hot in the daytime and cold during the night time. How was the weather there? It was very hot during the daytime, that is the morning and afternoon time. Whereas it was cold at night time, that is evening and night time. It was very cold, extreme climates. Very hot in the day and very cold at night. And apart from all this, Ravina auntie and her friend had to travel on a camel. Both of them had to travel to move from one place to another place on a camel because cars would get stuck in the sand. If they would travel by cars, the cars would get stuck in the sand. To avoid that, Ravina auntie and her friend had to travel on a camel. My dear students, let me inform you that a camel is called the ship of the desert. The camel is called the ship of the desert. As I have already told you, a desert is a place which has a lot of sand in it. Sand, with a lot of sand. So, for cars, vehicles like cars or jeeps and all, it gets very difficult for them to move because their wheels will get stuck in the sand. What is the meaning of stuck? Stuck. To get stuck means, who can tell me what is the meaning of stuck? What is the meaning of stuck? Nazia, S-T-U-C-K, stuck. What does it mean? Unmute, Nazia.
Cannot move forward.
Yes, very good. To get stuck means not to be able to move forward or move at all, backward or forward, to move at all. To get stuck means not being able to move at all. That is one reason people in the deserts use camels for traveling from one place to another place. So how did Ravina auntie and her friend travel? Aaron, unmute your device and tell me, how did Ravina auntie and her friend travel? How did Ravina auntie and her friend travel?
Camels.
Give me the answer in a complete sentence. Yes, Aaron. They on a camel. Yes, Ravina auntie and her friend had to travel on a camel. What was the reason for that, Aaron? Why did they have to travel on a camel? Why did they have to travel on a camel?
Why? Because car will stuck.
Say it properly. Because cars would get stuck in the sand.
Stuck in the sand.
Yes, they had to travel on a camel because cars would get stuck in the sand. Okay, thank you, Aaron. Good. Okay. Wraith, unmute your device and continue reading.
Before that, I was in the mountain.
Before that, I was in the mountains. Said
auntie.
Not auntie. Auntie.
Auntie.
Auntie, yes. Continue.
What a different place from a desert to the mountain. Said everyone.
Everyone. Okay. Okay, that's enough, Ray. Now, as we all know, Ravina auntie, before coming to the girl's house, Ravina auntie was at the desert. And after telling the girls the story about her experience at the desert, she said that before that, she was in the mountains. What is the difference between a desert and mountain? What is a mountain? Yes, Shri, what is a mountain? Unmute.
Hill.
A small hill is called a mountain. Okay, I agree to that. But mountains are raised parts of the ground, right? Yes. Raised parts of the ground are called mountains. And a small mountain is called a hill. And what is the difference between a sand and, a desert and a mountain? A desert and a mountain. What is the difference?
The desert is full of sand.
Okay. And a mountains. What all do we get to see on the mountains? Manna, said properly.
Plants.
Plants and
Trees.
trees. And we get to see some animals also living on the mountains. Okay. Birds and animals as well.
Yes.
All right. Okay, fine. My
Ma'am.
dear students, I hope all of you are clear with the story till here. There are lots of new words in this particular lesson. That is the reason we are moving very slowly. I want all of you to understand the story. Apart from that, I want you to know the words being used here. Understand the words, their meanings and usage also. So requesting each one of you to go through the entire portion till the cars would get stuck in the sand. Till that. From there onwards, we will continue in the next session. All right? Try to read that particular portion at least 5 times today itself. Then you will be able to remember what all you have learned. Okay? Yes? All right. Thank you very much. We'll meet in the next class. Bye. Bye-bye.